Okay, so now that we're experts at manipulating fractions and multiplying them, dividing them, adding them, subtracting them, what happens if we have to calculate an operation that involves both a fraction and a round number? So, for example, what happens if we need to multiply 3/4 by 5? Well, it's actually very simple, because 5 can be written as 5/1. So we can turn it into a fraction. And why is 5/1 the same as 5? Well, 5 divided by 1 is just 5. Whenever you divide something by 1, you don't change its value. Okay, so we can actually turn this into an operation of fractions, and it will be equivalent to 3/4 times 5/1. And then now we know how to do that. We multiply the numerators together to get 15, so 3 times 5 equals 15. And we multiply the denominators together to get 4 times 1 equals 4. And we're left with 15/4. So if we take a step back, what are we doing here? When we're multiplying a fraction by a round number, that round number is just going to multiply the numerator of the fraction. Okay, so you notice that the 5 here has only had an impact on the numerator. It has not changed the 4 in any way. Let's see another example. So this time we are dividing 6 by 2/3. Okay, well, again, 6, we can write it as 6/1. 6 divided by 1 is 6. And now, if we're dividing 6/1 by 2/3, well, we know how to do that. We saw that earlier for dividing fractions. We just look for the reciprocal of the second fraction, and then we multiply those two together. Okay? So what does that mean? Well, 2/3, its reciprocal is 3 halves. So we flip it round, and then we multiply those two together. 6 times 3 equals 18, and 1 times 2 equals 2, and then we can simplify that to 9, because 8 divided by 2 is just 9. Let's see one last example. We haven't seen additions yet, and it would be the same for subtractions. And again, it's the same principle. We first turn it into a fraction. So in this case, we have a 3, which is our round number. 3 is the same as 3/1. And now we want to have a common denominator to add these two fractions together. If 2/5, so that denominator is 5, and 3/1, that denominator is 1, a simple common denominator is 5 times 1, or 5. Okay, and we want to change the second fraction so that it's also over 5. To do that, we multiply by top and bottom by 5. So we get 3 times 5 equals 15 over 1 times 5 equals 5. So that operation now becomes 2/5, it hasn't changed, plus 15/5, and that is our 3 that we've turned into a common denominator. And now we can add the two numerators together. 2 plus 15 equals 17, and this denominator remains 5, so we end up with 17/5.